Oh, we're live, guys. We're live.
He's the birthday snatching god with a rodent for hair. A Zen warrior master that's deadly from a chair, using cookies and punani as fuel against his foes. He's eternally searching for the drugs and the sweet hoes. He has his chops, kicks, and hands-on belly flare, undefeated by everyone except for flights of stairs. His mumbling in his belly might cause some confusion. Sensei is deadly, but it might could be an illusion. Steven Seagal is here to save the world and make everything ace.
Ace.
Steven Seagal was born with the blood of almost every single race.
Race.
Disarming nuclear bombs, freeing birds stuck in trees. He does it all with a giant hog hanging between his knees. A lyrical poet that will never be surpassed, and he doesn't mind dining on some alligator ass. Steven Seagal is here to save the world and make everything ace.
What are we doing?
Steven Seagal was born with the blood of almost every single race. And if you're dumb enough to get in his way, just remember that'll snatch every motherfucking birthday.
All right, that's enough of the theme song. Good morning, my friends. How are we all? Alan, Scotty, what's going on? Harold, please. Scott, Alan, DZ, what's happening? Legends, whoever else might have snuck in. Jensen, what's going on, lads? How are we? How are we this 13th of February or 12th, depending on where you are? How is the audio on both playback and mic? I'm trying something a little bit different. I'm using Chrome. We'll see how that works out. It might be a little bit better than Firefox. Dano, what's happening, brother? So midweek stream time, obviously, you know, sounds good. Thanks, Scotty. Midweek stream time, obviously, it's a bit more chilled than the Sunday, which is the main one. Tonight, we're going to be discussing, in light of my Bloodsport video that's coming out, I will be finishing that today, my time. So it'll probably be out for you guys tomorrow, I guess. I'm not sure. So in light of the Bloodsport video, we're going to be talking about all things Jean-Claude Van Damme and Steven Seagal for the next hour or so. Bit of comparison. All right, I've got some compilations of both of them fighting, both of them training montages, both of them doing splits. You'll see what I mean. I've got some clips from Bloodsport that I thought would be a little bit better if Sensei was in. So I took the liberty of editing those clips and putting Sensei in because, I mean, every video clip with Sensei is more awesome. And, of course, you know, Van Damme doing his thing. So there's a bit of that going on as well. Good to see you all, though. Like I said, just going to be a little chill one. What is it? Valentine's Day tomorrow or some shit, yeah? Scotty, what's going on, man? How are you? There's two Scotties. Scotty 1 and Scotty 2. Was wondering where you were, Scotty, main Scotty. I was wondering where you were. I'm glad we came. How's everyone anyway? You guys all good? There's no liquor today. We're just partaking in the wake and bake today. But anyway, so I've been doing Bloodsport. All right. Before we get into that though, what I found amusing was, okay, everyone knows NordVPN, right? You know, VPNs, like the virtual networks. I sent an email out to NordVPN, right? NordVPN pretty much sponsors everyone. Like they'll sponsor a donkey, I would imagine. I've seen a lot of people get sponsors, regardless of their channels. Nice, Dino. Chop up, mate. Chop up. I thought I'd roll ahead of time this time because I rolled just a little bad boy there, just a little tacker to get me through. Anyway, so I sent a shout out to NordVPN. You know, I'm thinking, all right, Nord will be Nord's pretty popular. Everyone's got Nord. They literally knocked back my request for like an affiliate program, saying that although they don't question the quality of my content, it's not a right fit for them. Imagine that. I got told by Nord that my channel's not a right fit for them, and they pretty much give anyone a sponsorship. Plague, how are you, brother? Good to see you, mate. Yeah, she's good, thank you. Sleeping at the moment. It's 8 a.m. here, so she's sleeping. Oh, the do-rag again, man. The do-rags are just doing me in. Yeah, she's sleeping at the moment. I wore her out last night. Hey. But anyway, yeah. So Nord knocked me back. There you go. So you know what? Sponsors can suck my dick. I'll just rely on ad revenue and the kindness of strangers, and they can go suck a fart. Going, what's up, brother? How are you? Now the poll, interesting. Sensei Sparklesack versus Jean-Claude Van Herpes. Well, I actually ran into a I got a letter from. A comment. No one writes letters anymore. It's not 1995. I gotta, yeah. Nord is secretly controlled by Jean-Claude Van Damme. Jean-Claude Van Damme doesn't want us to have any success. He fears the Seagal channel taking over. Good to see you glowing. What's happening, man? What was I saying? Yeah, forgot. Anyway, Anyway, Nord knocking me back sucks. Bloodsport was possibly one of the greatest movies ever. But anyway, sorry, I got a letter. That's right. That's what I was saying. Like, I'm stoned already. One of the kids that was on set when Seagal did Lawman messaged me in the comments. He was there when Seagal pretended. Do you guys remember when Seagal pretended to go and fix up that house for those people? He was pretending to do some housework for some hurricane survivors, and this kid was there. He said the first thing he noticed about Seagal was that he was intimidatingly large, like really, really large. But he did say that Seagal was a nice bloke and friendly. He said he was a bit creepy. What he actually said to me was, let's see if I can find it, actually. One sec. I'll find these kids. What he said to me. All right, what he said to me was, here we go. He said Seagal asked him about girls. It's a little bit creepy. He said, all right, I know this post is long, but if you want me to describe the weird and creepy shit, let me know. So I will ask him about what weird and creepy shit Seagal said, like asking about girls. He was obviously asking about girls, probably because he wanted to get some panty snatches for himself. That's just my opinion. He's probably wanting to get some sloppy seconds from that guy. Probably. All right, now, how many of y'all, let's go back to the... Have you all seen? Now, I'd like to know how many of you have actually seen this movie or not. I'd be quite surprised if none of you guys have seen this. If this doesn't go 10 out of 10 yes, then a lot of, 18, Dino. You know, here's the thing, Dino. In some countries like Romania, ask the Tate brothers, they don't have to be 18, bro. They can be 16. I think it used to be 15 in Romania, and they just upped it to 16. So it was 15. So Seagal's done some movies in Romania. I'm not saying he's banged some 16-year-olds. I'm just saying Steven Seagal has done some movies in Romania, okay? One of them being A Good Man. And I'm just saying it is legal to play a 16-year-old. And, you know, if you don't ask questions when you're Steven Seagal, you technically don't have any moral qualms. If you just see an attractive girl that looks 18, you do it. And I'm not saying he did that, but he probably did that. Oh, Alan, you haven't seen it. Oh, damn. You guys haven't. Oh, that's all right. Interesting. Bloodsport was a movie where Van Damme did some training, right? It was an underground tournament. You know what? I won't spoil too much of the movie. What I will do for you is I'll just play you some scenes from Bloodsport, okay, that involve Van Damme. And all I'm going to say is that as long as she has a pulse playing it well, yeah. I mean, the thing is, I mean, Seagal's got daughters as well. He's got daughters. So he'd think he'd be a little bit more mindful of, you know, let's say the moral side of it. But questions asked, Seagal get it right. Yeah, it's true. All right, let's go over here. So I'll give you an example of what I mean. So Bloodsport, for those of you that don't know, is a movie where, there you go, Plague. Frank Dukes was... Okay, so basically Frank Dukes, for those of you that don't know, is the fictional Steven, like he's what Steven Seagal is. If Frank Dukes made it to Hollywood, it'd basically be Steven Seagal. He lied about his army history. He lied about his links with the CIA. He's lied about his fighting credentials and underground tournaments. Like he literally, this movie was based on this bloke here who said it was all true. It was all based on a true story. What happened in the Seagal JCD verse? You mean why do they not like each other? Well, there's history there. I will do a compilation of Steven Seagal and Van Damme dissing each other. It's not very long. It'll be in a short. It'll be funny enough for a short. But Frank Dukes was basically the biggest scammer, one of the OGs, one of the OGs before the internet came around, and then it came around and it fucked him up. But it was a great movie. I will say it did give us a great movie. That's for sure. I can't believe that 8 out of 10 people haven't seen. Sorry, 2 out of 10 people haven't seen Dingo. Now, why'd you say the Judas Van Damme, bro? Nothing. That's just because obviously we're about Steven Seagal and his natural enemy Tama Malasi. His natural enemy is Van Damme. I mean, they have history together. That's why he's Judas, because you know he's the Antichrist or whatever. He's the bad guy. Yeah. Listen, man, I grew up on Van Damme movies. I've watched Bloodsport and Kickboxer that many times. I know them all off by heart. Literally, like the lines, I could quote most of them off by heart. Now, what I did while I'm working on the video for Bloodsport, which by the way I have finished. The script is done. I just got to finish up the editing today, which will be done. I thought I'd mess around with it a little bit. I'll give you an example of what I mean. Okay, I did 2 versions of some of them and 1 version of others. You'll see. I'll just play it so you can see. So here we have the training scene, one of the infamous training scenes from Bloodsport. All right, now in this scene, Jean-Claude Van Damme is being pushed to the limits by Shidoshi-san. Yeah, I reckon he did, Dino. I reckon he did bang Kylie Minogue, because during Street Fighter, Van Damme was like in his massive coked up, sharing the screen. Yeah, Van Damme was in Street Fighter, was during his massive coked up era. He said it himself. He was spending like tens of thousands of dollars a week or day, possibly, on Tong Po is my sleep paralysis demon. Tong Po is my spirit animal, especially when he kicks the plaster and it's falling down. He did shoot. Oh, did she? Oh, there you go. All right. I'll have to check that out. Good on him, man. We might have to get into the sexual conquests of Jean-Claude Van Damme versus Steven Seagal. Might be worth a video, you know, the sexual conquests. Shit. I am pretty sure she would not have admitted to being banged doggy style, Dino. She may have admitted to having a romantic relationship, but I'm pretty sure that Kylie Minogue, even though she's spinning around in her hot pants, was not admitting to bending over and taking it from behind from JCVD. All right, so this is the first training montage. Some of you guys remember this, where Van Damme's learning how to do this 69er. She gave all those details, huh? Now this is the first version. This is where Sensei's training himself. Someone before said they wanted to see Sensei Seagal do the splits. I don't know who that was. Was that Scott Truder? Someone? Maybe Jensen? Well, you're seeing it now. This is Sensei Seagal being a masochist and torturing himself. He's having a bit of a fit there with his legs. I don't know what's happening. I love his facial expressions. He's meditating. There he is. He's meditating. He's bringing it back. He's impressed with himself. You see how he's impressed with himself? Yeah. Yeah, Sensei. Bring it back, Sensei. Bring it up. That's it. Bring it up, Sensei. Look at the power. Look at the power in those glutes. In that groin. Even he's worrying himself. Wow, he even shocked himself. All right, now that's the original. That's the version that I went with for fun, right? Now, what I'm gonna in my movie review, the version I'm going with, obviously, I won't play it all, but the version I'm going with in my movie review is the one where Seagal tortures Van Damme as part of the training. So I keep Van Damme's face in it, but I've got Seagal, you know what I'm saying? So it looks like Seagal is actually torturing Van Damme, which is exactly what I'm going to go with, because, you know, let's be real. Who's the teacher here? Who's the real teacher? Van Damme or Steven Seagal? So anyway, I won't play it all, but you get the point, right? So Van Damme's there, Seagal. Humongous, how are you, brother? Good to see you. So I did 2 versions. The one was the proper version, where Seagal's watching Van Damme do his thing. And I got to admit, I made it pretty seamless. I made the editing pretty seamless. There's no real glitchy bits, I don't think. It looks pretty good, in my opinion. I don't know, you guys tell me what you think, but I try to make the editing as smooth as possible, yeah? So there's no other than that part. Anyway, so that's what I spent a little bit of time doing yesterday. Now there's two more. I just did two more for shits and giggles. Now, the thing about AI is it's not great. I mean, it's not great for replacing people. It's got a general idea of how to do shit, but it's not brilliant. And I'll show you what I mean. I tried to get it to. Now, notice I used Seagal with the nice little handkerchief scarf thing because it makes him look really manly as he does this. Completely manly. See, I lost the plot. See, AI shit. It's now putting him in the background, standing there, looking very, very sexy, by the way, rather than being in the front.
Whoa, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, that is one of my favorite scenes there when he does the yell, and it's got Sensei's orange tint sunglasses. It's got the sloppy. I mean, it's brilliant, right? Okay, it fucked this part up. It was supposed to put. Why? You tell me why AI would not put Steven Seagal as the guy kicking. If you're an AI fucking program, why would you think that when I put the face on somebody, I want you to then put the guy facing backwards to me? It makes no sense. It's fucking ridiculous. AI's a knob. You got that right. Okay. How many of us have always wanted Steven Seagal to do a fly kick, right? Because no one's ever seen Steven Seagal do a fly kick. Well, or jumping kick, I should say. Well, we have now. First of all, he does the splits. Yeah, I mean, that's obviously him. Another what? For some reason, it warms the cockle of my heart watching Steven Seagal do a jump kick. All right, there's one more, and then we'll get into watching a little bit of their actual real highlights, not their fake highlights. Because I think we'll be quite surprised when we watch the comparisons. That open mouth is terrifying. When you watch him fight, honestly, I'd be more fearful of Seagal than I would be of Van Damme. Because, again, Seagal was 6'4". How tall is Van Damme? Van Damme height. Okay, so he's not that short. So Van Damme's about what? What's that? What's 177 in inches? Is that like 5'10" or something? 5'10"-ish? He's about 5'10", 5'9", right? Yeah, I'd rather take Van Damme. That's all I'm saying. I'd rather fight Van Damme. I would not want to fight Steven Seagal, and you'll see why. What do you mean? He did it several times in his films. Jump kicks. Did he? Steven Seagal do jump kicks in his films? Ah, you mean the stunt doubles. I get it. Stay safe out there, Ellen. Good job, my man. You're free. You're free. And you're sailing away. Sunshine bright in the sky, you know, and you're free when you close your eyes. All right, one more. I did one more. This is probably my favorite one, right? Again, it fucks some shit up, but these will make it into the movie review, obviously. So you guys are getting a sneak peek. Sneak peek. Just some posing. Again, this is how stupid AI is, right? It's all good. It gets it right here. It gets him right here. He's doing his little hand waving. All right, it's right. Cool. And he does a jump kick. Why, as AI, would you put the guy on the back as the person who's doing the fucking thing? You'd want it to be the front kick, you knobs. He does look pretty handsome, though, doesn't he? If he was in Kickboxer. He's looking very svelte. Wasn't there some young girl that sailed around the world when she was like 14 or something? Girl sails around the world. I can't swim, Alan, so I wouldn't have the balls to do what you're doing. Luckily, I can front crawl, but I can't swim. Jessica Watson, that's her name. Was she Australian? She was. I remember that shit. That girl. I mean, when she was like 16 or something, wasn't she? She became the youngest person to sail around the world unassisted. I wonder what she's doing now. Greta started sailing. She got stuck somewhere with some Eskimos or Inuits. They adopted her. Steven Seagal and the Inuits adopted her. Man, you got bigger balls than I do. Anyway, she was 16 years old. She sailed around the world, right? I wonder what she's doing now. But I fancy your parents just letting you go at 16, man. My parents, there's no way they would have let me go at 16 to do that shit. 16, I'd fucking too busy playing with my dick to worry about sailing anywhere. And again, I couldn't swim, so I wouldn't have the balls to sail around the world at all. Anyway, AI's a piece of shit, as you can see. You get one glimpse of Seagal doing a helicopter kick. Sand. Anyway, AI is a bit of fun. I'm not gonna go too heavy on the AI because it is a little bit annoying. But it is also fun putting Seagal in situations that he would never be in. So, and I do have a lot of fun replacing Van Damme with Seagal. Free Wi-Fi in there. Yeah, so how good is Starlink, man? Is Starlink decent out there or what? I wonder what Starlink would be like out in the middle of Darwin or Ayers Rock, Dino. You should give it a crack. Get some Starlink, Dino. Drive out to Ayers Rock. That's a video worth doing. I'll tell you what, Dino, if you drive out to the middle of Ayers Rock, all right, with a Starlink, we'll live stream it. We'll make it go huge. We'll put you on the stream. We'll give it a catchy title. Streaming from the fucking stars. Just go on top of Ayers Rock, bro. Get that Starlink happening. Get a few beers and joints up there. And we will live stream that shit in the middle of nowhere. See how good Starlink is. Elon Musk will probably he'll probably sponsor that shit. If it works, he might sponsor it. I'll send a shout out to Elon. Him and I go way back. We're mates. Let me just send a shout out to Elon. And I'm sure he'll write back to me saying we're all good to go. Starlink is cool but expensive, man. They charge specifically for sailing. Really? Oh, that's annoying, man. Well, thanks for spending your internet on me, Alan. I appreciate it, mate. Everyone send some love to Alan out there in the middle of, where are you? Pacific, Atlantic? I don't know which ocean you're in. I don't know where you are. I think you were saying you were, I'll be in Hawaii in a couple of weeks. Okay, there you go. Take a few days. Nice. Well, save the beer for when you get there, Dino. You're gonna need beer. You're probably gonna need a tent as well, mate. But it would be worth doing. It'd be a bit of fun. It would be, well, not for you. It'd be fun for me. Wouldn't be that fun for you. But anyway, now again, in light of doing Bloodsport this week and bringing Jean-Claude Van Damme into the Seagal verse, you can obviously see that the video, there's a little bit of sarcasm to my style. So where I praise someone, I might not necessarily love them, and when I mock someone, I might not necessarily hate them. It might be the opposite. Some of you may have triggered onto that. Some may not have. So the video is obviously giving shit to Van Damme because he's no Steven Seagal, nor will he ever be, as much as he tries. Someone said before, I can't remember who it was. I think it was Jensen, about Sensei doing the splits. I showed you that. Unfortunately, there's no real evidence of Seagal being able to do the splits because you don't need to be able to do that for what he does. But there is plenty of evidence of Van Damme doing the splits, and I found this little remix from Screen Junkies, and I thought it was kind of funny.
Oh, it still hurts. Oh, I'm so
for the record, right? Bloodsport and Double Impact were great movies. But, sorry, Bloodsport and Kickboxer were great movies, but Double Impact is probably one of my favorites.
Doing well. Stretching is so important. For example, because of my big legs and karate, I can do the splits, no problem.
No, that's right, Bunny. You're right. That is right. There's only one person that I really genuinely don't like, and I think they're full of shit. I mean, Seagal's full of shit, but I don't think he means anything with any kind of malicious intent. I think he's just a dick, other than his stuntman abuse. But Tate willingly knows exactly what he's saying. No Retreat, No Surrender was good, Dino, but he wasn't like the main guy in that. He was just like a main bad guy. He wasn't really the main dude. Double Impact for me was awesome because he got to play a badass, tough guy, and he got to play Mr. Wholesome as well. I thought it was great. And he had some great lines in Double Impact, Dino. I don't know. Have most of you? We'll see. What's going on here? Have you all seen Bloodsport? So most people have seen Bloodsport. All right, let's see how many of you fuckers seen. We're going. Have you seen? Some of the best lines in that movie. Take your fancy clothes and your black silk underwear and go back to Disneyland. Who says Disneyland, bro? He says Disneyland. He's trying to say Disneyland. Disneyland. What else we got? You have both of you 10 seconds to get the fuck out, or the fish tank and maybe better. I mean, he's great. And the fact, by the way, that in Bloodsport, they get him to play Frank Dukes, who's supposed to be American soldier who speaks with like the thickest French accent that's ever been existed.
Because of my big legs. Right. I can do the splits. No problem. No problem.
I mean, is that really a Belgian accent? He sounds Frenchy. I know he's not French. I know he's the muscles from Brussels. But yeah, I don't know. Is that what Belgian people sound like? Do they? Didn't really think too much of Belgian people. For me, I don't know. They just kind of fit in with like Europe. They're just in. I don't think I've actually met anyone from Belgium before. Has anyone actually met anyone from Belgium before in their travels? I actually don't think I have. Like myself in real life. Black look underwear. Correct. He was, Ellen. Frank was a bullshito artist, much like what's his name, the Diddler, George Dillman. Much like Dillman, he was a original legit martial artist, knew some shit, and then for some reason he lost the plot and started going down. Look, it must pay more to just talk shit and get a cult, obviously. To start a cult of fake believers that, I don't know, are delusional, it must pay more. It must pay a lot more. Otherwise, what's the point of it, right? It's got to pay a lot more. Van Damme in the early days, kicking was dangerous. You do not want to get kicked by Van Damme in these early days, bro. He had some power and snap behind his kick. We just saw that famous thing.
Because of my big legs and karate, I can do the splits. No.
I mean, you think about it, back then, there wasn't really anyone else that could do the splits and shit.
No problem.
I still think Sensei doing that looks better. I don't think that was real though, Dino. I know what you're talking about, but I don't think that was real. You mean at the you mean on the red carpet, yeah? I don't think that was real. I think that was So I think that was just for publicity purposes, right? Yeah. Later Van Damme admitted it was a publicity stunt to promote their new film, bro. It was I think it was for Universal Soldier, that's right, Universal Soldier. Yeah, he says it right here. It doesn't look real. Well, what's going on here? Why is there no audio? Let's try this version. No one's got any audio. Dolph is a giant, man. Dolph is how tall's Dolph? Dolph's a legend as well. How tall is he? He's 196, man. What's that? 6'6"? I think that's the same height as Michael Jordan, if I'm not mistaken. What's that? Almost 6'6", 196 centimeters. I think Seagal's supposed to be 6'4". 193. So he's taller than Seagal. All right. Well, we're here then. Let's do a new poll. Dolph Lundgren was awesome. Put Stallone in hospital. He did, yeah. In Rocky, he punched him so hard that he fucking sent him to hospital. Lundgren versus Van Damme. Van. We're just going simple polls. All right, who do you think's winning in a fight between Van Damme and Lundgren? Well, let's check out their history. Dolph Lundgren. What would you call it? Fight record. Are you 6'6", humongous? All right, let's see his fight record. He won the BKK British Open Knockout Heavyweight title in 1980 and 1981. I mean, he won the Australian Open champion in the individual and team events in 1982. I don't know what that means. I didn't even know Australia had a fucking performed karate exhibitions at 3 world tournaments. Selected to fight in the second World Open Karate Tournament in Tokyo in 1979. He lost a boxing match against UFC fighter Oleg Taktarov. What? Did he? I didn't know he actually. Did he actually fight? Did he? Lundgrenism. Don't blaspheme. Don't blaspheme like that. Let's see if I can find footage of that fight though. Versus Tech. Okay, so this was 13 years ago, apparently. Have you guys seen it? Does anyone know about this, by the way? I did not know about this shit. Oh, this dude. He's always in movies, this dude. He always plays like the bad Russian guy. Some of you guys don't recognize this dude. He always plays a bad Russian guy. He was in Predator, the shitty Predator movie with Adrian Brody. This is like an exhibition fight. They're both actors. 47 versus 39. Fuck, Dolph Lundgren's 47, I'm guessing. 198 centimeters, 108 kilos. Rogerio Barbosa, how are you, mate? What's happening? If this is going to be a shitty fake fight, we're just going to take it off. If they're going to actually swing hands, then all right, we'll watch it. But if they just what about Baz? What do you mean? What about Baz? Baz is just a whole different league, Scotty. Baz doesn't even get mentioned in the same breath as Lundgren, Van Damme, or Seagal at all. And he didn't write back to me, unfortunately, Baz either. I sent Baz an email hoping to get some interaction, but
специальности, не боксер. Потом занимался уже вот Ultimate Fight, вот это, что сказать, бои без правил. А Лундгрен каратист, чемпион Европы был по карате. Вы тоже не боксер, посмотрим. Да. Такtarov, конечно, хорошо видит. Так показывает сразу, кто здесь хозяин в лавке.
I mean, these guys, they're actually hitting each other. I mean, Taktarov may not be trying to lay him out, but he's not pulling punches. And Taktarov's a better puncher, a better boxer for sure.
Самое интересное, что Алла Борисовна написала мне в записочке прогноз.
Just giving away a lot of size.
Место выиграл Журавлев. Кто выиграет первый, я не скажу, у меня бумажка здесь лежит. Но прогнозы на этот бой не давал.
А давайте.
We will do an episode on Baz. Don't worry, Scotty. We'll do a stream about Baz too. This was supposed to be about Van Damme. We got sidetracked to Dolph Lundgren now. But we'll definitely do an episode on Baz. I'm going to do a compilation of Baz because Baz has some of the greatest stories ever. So Baz deserves his own compilation alone, just about all of the stories about the people that he's kicked the shit out of. I've seen a lot of stories about Baz, and there has not been one person that's had anything bad to say about him. I'm not saying the dude's perfect, but no one would say anything bad about him because they'd kick the shit out of him too. Well, yeah, Dolph's a bit older at this
Вроде бы
point.
колоссальное преимущество в росте, длиннющие руки, но он
He's still got the balls to get in the ring though, and he still looks jacked. I'm not digging his singlet though. It looks a bit like a it's a shitty singlet he's wearing, but
пытается проверить, достать длинным левым джебом.
I mean, there's no need for this. Why are they doing this? They must have been offered a lot of money for this shit. But definitely unnecessary. But yeah, Scotty, I will be doing a video on Baz soon. Don't worry. Baz, I did one about Baz and Seagal, a brief one, but I didn't really get into the lore of Baz and his fight history. So he will be up there, as well as a compilation, because Baz has got some sick stories. It's an exhibition fight, Dino, but these guys are punching harder than any fucking Jake Paul fight I've seen, or Mike Tyson and Roy Jones, or Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, whatever you want to call it. These guys are at least swinging. I mean, there's some Russian pride going on here. Russian, whatever. Where's London from? Ukraine or something? Swedish, okay. No, there you go. There's a bit of Swedish and fuck, where is it? There's a bit of Swedish and whatever pride going on. But these guys, they're swinging harder, Dino, than a lot of the shit I see now. Like, they're not trying to kill each other, but they're not going for they're going for each other's head at least. Like Taktarov, he's throwing. That's it, Dolph. Use your weight. Anyway, not a bad fight. Dolph Lundgren, we might bring him into the Seagal verse, but I don't know. Mickey Rourke. Hey, Mickey Rourke was he was all right in, what was that movie with Van Damme? He was pretty jacked back in the day. Mickey Rourke. Can't remember what that movie was. Double Team with Dennis Rodman. He was looking jacked off his tits. Anyway. I also we'll look at some of the training montages in a second. By the way, Seagal's only got one training montage. Do they still do training montages now? Double Team. It is adult. Do they still do training montages in a movie? I'm guessing Creed probably and that kind of shit has a training montage, right? But they don't really have training montages like they used to back in the day. This is also something I thought we might have a look at later. It's dwarf slap fighting.
Naprawdę 45 kilo.
I don't know why, but anything in dwarf form seems to be just more hilarious. I don't know if that's...
Powiem ci, że po napojów wyskokowych, także zobaczymy,
I'll just give you a taste of it.
Była już jakaś ćwiarteczka przed na rozgrzewkę, żeby troszeczkę, oczywiście sobie żartujemy tutaj, ale zobaczymy jak
By the way, only the Russians, yeah? Like only Russians would do this shit.
Ćwiartecon odpowie swojemu przeciwnikowi. No mówię, 45 kg
większy.
Różnica, ale powiem ci, że mocny cios.
He just fucking slapped him back to Hobbitville. That's what's going on there. He slapped him back to Hobbitville. Dwarf slap fighting is today's Yeah, well, dwarf slap fighting is something I never thought would ever have to come across in society. But we did. Because, dwarves and slap fighting. All right. Now, this person here who put a compilation together of Seagal's best moves actually starts off the video by saying this, right? Steven Seagal's best fight scenes. He would have kicked Van Damme's ass. Lundgren versus... Okay, so most people are going for Lund in the vote. All right. Let's see what people think about this. Current era Seagal versus current Van Damme. Seagal. Splits. What are we thinking about that? That's what I'm more interested in. Dwarfs, hey, listen, let's be real. If you pretty much make any sport, okay, give me a sport right now. Just give me a sport. Give me any sport. Someone just throw out a sport to me right now. One sport, please. Just humor me. Any shitty sport you can think of. The worst sport you can think of. Just give me the worst sport, the most boring. Well, maybe not boring. All right, let's do cycling. Rugby. All right. Midget rugby. All right, dwarf football. All right, I found dwarf football. Now, you know, I'm not saying that they don't have skills, but if any of you are going to sit there and tell me that this is not more entertaining than normal football, then you're full of shit. You are full of shit. If you're trying to tell me that this is 100% not more entertaining than watching Brazil or the World Cup, then just turn yourself off, mate. Just get out of here right now, because I mean, let's be real. We all know that this is better. I think he's moving his feet there on the ball. I couldn't really tell. But this, I mean, again, bless their little souls for having a crack. But this is the equivalent of us putting on sumo suits and kind of waddling around trying to have a go, you know? Point of the story is, yeah, we did that last time, Scotty. We did that last time. Well, midget wrestling. All right, midget wrestling's got to exist for sure, right? I mean, midget wrestling. What's a micro rumble? So that guy, in his world, he's like what? Goldberg? That's Goldberg right there. There's some little dude behind him, apparently. Now, I've never been into wrestling, but I don't know if this is like as entertaining or if it just seems a lot more cute. Okay, that's impressive. I'll give him that. Not easy to do. It's a lot more impressive as a midget. All right, what other midget badminton? Oh, dude, they've got midget badminton. So they got midget everything going on. Oh, there's dwarf games. I didn't know there were dwarf. Oh, that's cute, man. Okay, that's got to be fast forwarded. That can't be real.
Toronto lost the 2008 Olympic Games to Beijing. Another set of international games were in full swing at the northern edge of the city. The third World Dwarf Games.
Okay, so I mean, I wasn't aware there was a World Dwarf Games, but I'm down for it.
Have sent athletes to compete at the week-long games.
My question is to the athletes. Are you ready?
Yeah!
Do you think everyone involved will have to be a dwarf? Otherwise, it's just not appropriate.
Some of the 250 athletes here are elite competitors chasing world records across a week of athletic events.
Oh, bless their little souls, man. Look at their little legs running. Look at their wee little legs going.
World records across a week of athletic events.
By the way, that would outrun me. I might have a chance of beating him for the first 20 meters, but I get my ass kicked.
The Dwarf Athletic Association of America, or the DAAA as it's called, has to decide whether or not to adjust the field of play to compensate for size. For soccer, the field size is reduced to cut down on running.
I mean, how did the conversation go from, we're supposed to be doing, I mean, Van Damme versus Seagal comparisons to midgets? You know what this show reminds me of? This show reminds me of the Ricky Gervais show with Carl Pilkington and Stephen Merchant, where they had stuff they were going to talk about, and then they just go off on tangents that have nothing to do with anything.
In some net sports, like...
I mean, I'm here for it. Don't get me wrong. We just go where the wind takes us. The universe takes us where it takes us. We have no control, but we're kind of off topic here.
Badminton, the net is lowered.
That's cheating. The net's lowered. That's bullshit.
For basketball, the DAAA changed nothing at all.
That's fair enough. So the ring stays the same height.
An athletes advisory committee decided to keep the basket at regulation height.
Oh, dude, he just did a bucket shot. We call that a bucket shot in Australia when I was growing up.
Basket at regulation height.
Underarm shot. You can't do underarm shots.
A 4-foot tall person making a basket is the equivalent of Shaquille O'Neal shooting at a 25-foot hoop. You know, it's a phenomenal difference.
So it's like Shaq shooting at a 25-meter hoop. So, I mean, every day as a little person would be like discovering a new world. It's quite impressive. All right, what else we got? I don't know what the fuck this motherfucker.
I study the best guys in the world, and I compete against the best guys in the world.
What the fuck is this?
And now I'm going to beat the best guys in the world, and that's just how I see it. I posted.
Dude, how is this guy still alive? What the fuck is this, man? Is this real or is this fake? This is real, right? Dude, he's jacked to shit. How is he still alive? He's got like no torso or anything.
The video on my Instagram, and I was running real fast. Like I did about 25 yards in only like 3-4 seconds. And they were just like, wow. And
is it okay? What the fuck, man? It's tripping me out here. I know it's real, and I know he can survive, but is this not tripping anyone else out as well? Like I feel like it's like a magic trick. Dude, he's jacked to the tits, by the way. Can we just say that he's jacked to the tits? Not as jacked as Steven Seagal, but he's pretty jacked.
And they were like, we think you could set a record. And I was like, sure, if you want me to try it. Guinness World Records is there. Everybody's there. Former.
How does he shit and stuff? Like, where's the food go? Does he not have to eat? Is he basically like a superhuman? What happens here?
Olympians, former world record holders.
What's he sitting on there? He's just resting on what? What's he resting on? I don't understand. I'm confused.
There supporting me, hyping me up, getting me going.
I mean, power to him, man. Like, the dude's happy and he's smiling. He's adjusted to his life. Good on him. And he's jacked as fuck. But he can't. I know the first thing Dino's thinking is he can't bang. How's he going to bang bitches? Right? I know that's what Dino's thinking. Right, Dino? Tell me I'm wrong, Dino. But that's what I'm thinking. I mean, he can still diddle them with his fingers and shit. But I mean, how does it all work? I don't understand. Like, isn't testosterone produced in your balls? So he'd be getting injections, right? He'd have to get injections. I don't understand. Like, how does he shit? I mean, props to him, man, but fuck. Like, what's going on here? How is he alive?
And the crazy thing was, my first one was actually faster than my second one. I was moving so fast, and then I slid into it and ducked under the sensor. So I had to go do it again.
I mean, I don't know how this guy has survived, man. He sounds well. He doesn't sound the most manly. He'd be giving him tests for sure, right?
I was expecting. I was like, y'all don't understand. Like, I'm gonna be under 5 seconds, maybe even under 4, and I called it. First thing I said, the second I was done, I looked.
All right, 20 meters walking on your hands. That's pretty impressive, right? In 5 seconds, I guess. If he actually slimmed down, he might go faster if he was skinnier.
That all I said, I told you.
I don't know, man. Anyway, props to him for his armless running. There's some more dwarfs doing stuff. I mean, do we want to watch? Here's the thing, right? And I don't know if this is true. Perhaps it's just me. And I love little people. They're cute. But for some reason, it doesn't feel bad laughing at these guys. All right? It feels worse laughing at someone in a wheelchair than it does laughing at a dwarf. Am I the only one? We're gonna do a poll on this. I need to know what the people think. He's laughing at midgets. Worse.
Quite the scene in the ring. The NWO of little people. This guy, we've seen him fight before. You're not going to find transition. He's a badass. We've seen Smidge, champion. This is going to be a very look at Miss Elizabeth in the corner with the lingerie, the negligee. They're all getting kicked out of the ring. They got a big crew here. They're iced out.
Yes, man.
Somebody's dying, some's hurt.
Here's the former champ.
And here's Smidge, former little guy champ. We've seen him fight. He's good.
Very good.
No, we've never
All
seen
right. Anyway, enough of midget conversation. Let's get back on track. All right. I wanted to show you guys 2 training montages. Okay, one from now. Again, we got onto this training montage topic, and then it got sidetracked completely. Okay. There's only one training montage that I could find for Sensei, like a proper training montage, and that was this. Now, before you all ask me, I don't know how he snagged Kelly LeBrock. Nobody knows how he managed to get her at her peak sexiness, lady in red kind of era-ish after.
Well, it's just a list of herbs and some needles that I need for my recovery.
Look at him. He writes it in Japanese, too. What a fuck.
Where did you learn to write in Chinese?
Or Chinese. He could have written it in English.
When I was a kid, my father was a missionary. I was raised in the Orient. And as a young white...
Do we think that's his real hair, by the way, or not? Do we think that's his real hair?
Way over there. I needed to learn how to fight, as you can imagine. I remember I went to my first martial arts teacher, and he says, So why do you come to me? And I say, to learn how to fight. And he says,
by the way, this is probably the best I've seen him acting right now.
I
He seems
say,
very natural, you know?
I say, to learn how to fight. And he says, oh, so you want to hurt people? But do you want to be great? I say, yeah. I want to be great. He says, then first learn how to heal people.
He could have really just been genuinely what's it called? Lovable. If he just embraced laughing at himself and
to be great.
Not took himself so seriously.
To hurt people is easy.
Ah, look at that. She fell in love with him. I mean, why not? He's so dreamy. By the way, I don't think he can read Chinese. He can probably read Japanese. Well, one of the best things I have from Kelly LeBrock, let's just go here before I forget, is this wine ad, all right? Where she's looking pretty bangy in this. I played it for you guys before, but here she's looking, I mean, she's got everything going on. And she's giving sexy looks to Sensei and everything here. She's opening wine bottles between her legs. She's rubbing bottles with her hands, like she's laying it on thick here. See? Oh, there we go. Yeah, she's he got her. I don't know how the fuck he got her, but 80 star. Come on, bro. The 80 star was hot back in the day. If I'm also not mistaken, this is, I do believe, the only scene where he takes his shirt off, where he's topless. If I'm not mistaken, this is the only scene in a movie where he takes his shirt off, I believe. Pretty much he turned into a fucking chubby pig after this, but well, Jimmy, it's funny you mentioned that, mate, because we were just on topic about Jean-Claude Van Damme and Steven Seagal comparisons, and then somehow we got into midgets and a legless dude running down the fucking track. Yeah, I don't know how we got sidetracked. Look at that. Pumping out 20 kilograms. Probably made of nothing, that bar. I mean, obviously, no one taught him how to do lateral raises at the gym because that's completely horrible form, Sensei. That is horrible form. I don't care if you're recovering or not. All right, that's just that's how you throw your back out. Look how jacked he is. That's where he was looking about as svelte as a 12-year-old boy. He's got the muscle development of a 12-year-old boy. It looks like he's possibly lifted a few plates in his day. Maybe lifted some poon in the air, but nothing actual substantial repetitive weight work. Definitely no sit-ups. Slight little love handles on the side, and I'm not having a go. He's in better shape than I'm in now. And we're probably roughly around the same age here. He would have been, 38 here. He was born in 52. He was 38 years old here. I'm 42, so. Looking jacked, Sensei. Here he looks real special needsy. I mean, this is my favorite scene because if you didn't know what context this was, he looks really special needsy. Now, you know for a fact, by the way, he insisted that this shit be in. You know for an absolute fact that the only person that... Oh, shit. Where'd it go? What kind of shit? The only person that requested this be here was him, and he did it himself. That's his version of... Everyone remember Rambo? I don't remember which one came first, but do you remember in Rambo where he has to put the gunpowder on his wound? Everyone remembers that scene. Was that Rambo 3? Yeah, that was first. He's copying Rambo. That's what he's doing right here. He's copying Rambo, where he gets the wood thing piece and yeah, it's the one, Rambo 3. Akiwara. This is one of my favorite video clips because I get to see his nips repeatedly. He's got some nice dark nips, right? He's got some exotic nips. You might say, like, if you didn't know, you think he was maybe Persian, something of that ilk, because the nips are juicy. He does look. He does. Oh. By the way, we haven't done Hard to Kill yet, but we're getting to that one soon. Don't worry. Actually, well, I want to go to a new age Seagal movie where he's really horrible, and then come back to an older one where he's not so shit. Look at he's got chest definition. You can see the this face here is every face he's ever pulled for every scene ever. That's his everything face, not just his sex face. Look at that. I mean, right there, if you look at him there, he looks jacked, man. Look at those chesticles, yeah? His pecs are popping. Boom. That's hot. Ladies, have a look. Lads, you wish you looked like that. I don't know, man. I think they were using fake nips before. His nips look smaller now and less exotic. I reckon he was using a nipple double. I'm convinced he was using a nipple double. Oh, yeah. He's doing a full stack now, lads. Whoa. Yeah. All right, y'all see that? Whoa. Look at that. He's jacked. Horrible form, by the way. If he's trying to do tricep pushdowns, horrible form. I'm just saying, horrible form. Where's like Mike O'Hearn or Coach Greg when you need him?
Mason Storm.
I like how they make Kelly LeBrock talk as if anyone cares about anything other than those juicy, juicy lips of hers and those piercing blue eyes. Talking about a montage. How's this for a stark contrast? All right, now what are we thinking? Do we think that's actually him running up that mountain? Even back then, do you think there's any chance that he would have been doing that? No way. This is one of my favorite scenes where he sits atop the mountain like a god. This is one of my favorite scenes. This is definitely like pitching for Seagal, being that he's a god amongst men. Sitting atop the mountain, conquered everything. Look at him. Legs akimbo as well. Most importantly, legs open wide. I don't know, that guy is. All right, now let's check out this shitty montage. By the way, so there's one thing we should keep in mind, right? Keep in mind the development from the start where he's like really, really weak, and then all of a sudden at the end he's kicking out posts, right? The music, even the music that goes with it, keep in mind the difference between the music of Hard to Kill montage and the kickboxer montage, right? It's like there's a build to something. There's a wall that he hits that he has to get past. I mean, Seagal could have done that if he wanted to. He just didn't want to. Had them just show off. I mean, we've all seen this scene. You know, he has to be broken down, you know? Like, he has to be broken down before he can get to the next level. You know, he has to push through his barrier. do that shit every morning.
With a palm tree.
In Seagal's montage, he didn't have to overcome anything really. What? Like the zero weights. Now, like, there's development going on here. He's got to go to the jungles. He's got to hear the battle cries of the guys from the past. He's got to do actual exercise in his montage. Yeah, I'm a very big believer. One of my I've got a few sayings I like to stick by in life, right? One of them is if you do what you've always done, you'll get what you've always gotten, right? Which is obviously a simple way of saying, insanity. Repeating the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result is a definition of insanity. But if you do what you've always done, you'll get what you've always gotten. All right, that's one of my favorite sayings. Another one is, I don't run unless I'm being chased. Like I mean that. Like there is no need to run unless I'm being chased. If I'm late, me running anywhere is not going to help because I can't run for shit and my ankles are absolutely cooked. So I can't run if I wanted to. But there is no point running unless you are being chased by somebody. Otherwise, that's crazy. Unless you're doing exercise, that's fine. But no running, mate. Getting up at 4 a.m. to do what? Getting up at 4 a.m. to smoke a joint, maybe. Take a shit. That happens quite, depending on what I eat the night before. But no one's getting up at 4 a.m. to run anywhere. Anyone of you fuckers say you get up at 4 a.m. Anyone who gets up at 4 a.m. to do anything is not a person who follows this channel. No one here is getting up at 4 a.m. to go and get there, do a Rocky montage and run up some stairs and shit. All right, who had the best movie montage? Who do you think had the best? What do you think is the best action movie montage? That's a question for you. We'll look it up. You guys tell me what you think is the run 100 kilometers. Dano, I'd be very surprised if you've run 100 kilometers in your life, and I'm not having a go at you. I don't think I'd run 100. No way. I would not have run 100 kilometers in my life. Not counting walking.
Take your bag and leave my house.
I have not run 100 kilometers in my life, I don't think, because there would be no need for that. I don't even think I've run 20 kilometers in my life, like actually run.
You want me to break my leg?
Anyway, best training montage.
Your brother.
Remember? Like this? Like this?
Like this?
What about this?
What about this?
I mean, all right, Rocky 4. Rocky 4 wasn't bad. I want something a little less mainstream. Maybe I don't know about. What about like something old school? Like what about Best of the Best? Let's see what Best of the Best has to say. Old school. I mean, we'll finish off the Van Damme man because it's where it gets good now. I don't even walk to my car, Dino. I get my girlfriend to carry me there, mate. My girlfriend piggybacks me to the motorbike, and then I jump on the motorbike. I don't walk, mate. That's crazy. I didn't come to Thailand to walk on the floor. I'm going to be carried by my girlfriend.
Yeah.
He does love his posing. You know what? Oh my God, I just didn't know why I didn't think about it. What I'm going to do, okay, check this out. What I'm going to do, which is a genius idea, I am going to get that footage of Seagal looking twiggy, right? I'm going to get this. Where is it? I'm going to get this, okay? Here. I'm going to get him put his old head on it though, with his glasses and eyes, and then I'm going to use that photo in my AI. So it's going to be Seagal shirtless, but with his current, but he's not fat though. I need him to be fat. Whose body do you think would look like Seagal naked? I'll work it out anyway. I'll work it out. Don't worry. I'll work it out. Freddie Got Fingered. That is a great. Freddie Got Fingered. Jimmy, you're a legend, mate. Freddie Got Fingered was a great movie. Had the great Rip Torn in it as well. I mean, I wouldn't say it's a great movie, but it was funny. I didn't know there was a montage though.
He touches my little brother. He fingers him.
You're a goddamn liar.
Chip, do you touch him? Do you finger our boy?
Don't you get wacky on me. What the fuck are we talking about here?
Mr. Brody, this is very serious. Based on what I've heard here today, I am required by law to notify the authorities.
You hear that, Dad? You're gonna pay! He's a molester.
This is kind of off topic, but no, Freddy Got Fingers great. We'll go back to that, but I want to go back to No Retreat, No Surrender. No Retreat, No Surrender montage. The first one, is that one with Bruce Lee? I remember that one when Bruce Lee came along. Everyone's got a montage. US cut. Oh, there's a US cut, and there's a is there a US and American version? Is there? Let's see what the US cut is.
There comes a time
when
you face the truth alone.
See, you know what you don't get in montages now? Run Jeremy's body. You know what you don't get in montages now? Naked Jack Black. These are all good actually suggestions, by the way. Jack Black. Who's Dank DeMoss? I don't know who that is, but I'll put that in. Run Jeremy. That's a good one, yeah. Options for Seagal's body. Jabba the I needed to be believable, humongous. Otherwise, I could have just put them. Yeah, a lot of people on Marshmallow Man. Anybody. Options for Seagal's body for AI clips in future. Because I need a shirtless AI. I need a shirtless looking Seagal. And if I can just superimpose his head on a fat dude, Dank DeMoss is a 500. Well, okay, that sounds about right. Black rapper. Oh, that's perfect. I think I've seen that dude. He's real fat, real fat. 80s music is what all the montages are lacking nowadays. That's why when Team America did theirs, they were geniuses. The 80s music.
The greatest challenge to believe. With the help from those who give the strength of mind.
What is that supposed to do? What's the point of having the plank of wood there? I don't get it. Chris Farley. Yeah, Chris Farley naked as well would be like Seagal. You reckon Seagal would have a hairy chest though or not? That's a question. That's worth polling. All right. Do you think Sensei has a hairy chest? I should put Seagal so you guys don't think it's me I'm talking about, because I do.
And fight your battle, leaving your old inhibitions behind. Stand on your own. There's no retreat.
It's not the greatest montage. Music's good. Be better. That was the US version. What's the non-US version? It's different. The non-US version is different.
Nobody told you that you face the truth alone.
Oh man, I'm gonna say I like the non-US version better.
But you got the power to begin. Let yourself wander. Let your spirit find the way. Reach for the power from within.
They just changed the song. That's all the fucking difference is. Or
you got to reach, stand up and fight for what you are.
oh yeah, that's kind of gay. I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of. I mean, I shouldn't be homophobic, but that's erotic right there. That's erotic. Especially the other guy's facial expression. He's really enjoying that ice cream. He's just bopping on his mate's dick. I'm just saying. XV Classics, glad you could make it, mate. That's exactly what I was just thinking right then, Dino. He's got the pubic hair of the Soul Girl guy. Tom Cruise on Tropic Thunder. For me, this music's better. And also, they didn't have that ice cream scene in the American version.
Something must be wrong with his watch.
Soul Glow hair. He does have Soul Glow hair. Good spot, Dino. That is pretty much spot on Soul Glow hair.
Man, something must be wrong with his watch. Come on, let's get going.
So cute. Well, what was the other training? Well, let's see what YouTube thinks is the greatest training. Action training montages. Let's see what these douchebags have to say. Top 10 training montages. All right, let's see if we agree. Why don't you have chapters, you asshole? What we got going on here? Best of the best. Best of the best. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, hello. Hey, Millie Curtis, what's going on here?
Down, just keep your head or you'll finish.
What's that, man? Dolph. It's going to be showdown with Sergio.
Open up the limit. Past the point of
Yeah, over the top. What the hell is this movie where they're running on the beach? King of Kickboxers. I mean, I got all these wrong.
no return.
Hold on, what are we doing?
Reach the top, but still you gotta learn. Wide open like a bat out of hell. You crash the gates. You feeling dumb.
That's quite impressive by Jackie Chan.
Double the stakes. Throttle wide open like a bat out of hell. You crash the gates.
Fuck, I haven't seen Highlander in, goddamn, 25, 30 years. Got to be 25 years, at least.
Going for the back of
Dude, what are they talking about? They put this in here. They put this motherfucking thing in here. What the hell?
beyond. Nothing gonna stop you. There's nothing that's
how does this?
so close now. You're nearly at the brink.
I mean, respect. I recognize greatness, obviously. I should really be playing this with the music down a bit so I don't get fucking demonetized. I mean, copyright hit. Sorry. Copyright hit. Van Damme loves putting his nuts on camera, by the way. He just loves putting his groin on the camera. That's what he's doing there, just sticking his balls right. He's basically sticking his balls right in our face. What are we doing here, Van Damme?
Welcome to the limit.
That's not a training montage. It looks like a commercial. These are possibly the worst montages ever. All right, top 5 training scenes. Let's see what this douchebag is. Is this the same company? Creed. Creed.
Shadowbox.
See, this person's young and I don't know any better.
You serious? Want me to do it for you? No.
I'm not saying it's not a good montage.
Time.
But, you know. I'll do this. The greatest 80s montage. Top 80s montages. All right. We got Rocky 4. All right. Agreed. This should be up here. Look, the montages in Creed weren't bad. I didn't watch the movies. I watched the first one where he fought who was it in the first one? He fought the world heavyweight champion dude or some shit. I can't remember. Some British guy. That one. Look how slim Sly was back in the day. Yeah, man, Rocky 4 was the best. All the Rockies were pretty good. I mean, I didn't really give too much of a shit once Tommy Gunn came into it, and they kind of lost the plot a little bit. It was getting a bit old. But, you know, Rocky 1, 2, and 3, Creed, you know, Clubber Lang, they were all good. But, yeah, Drago was the one. Because he was like the massive underdog in this as well. Like, you know, but he had the whole nation on his shoulders. It wasn't just like Philadelphia. All of America was on his shoulders, you know? He was fighting the machine. It's cute. Do a little hug. Come on, Rocco. Draw on the history, Rocco. Come on. Oh. Come on, Rocco. Dude, Lundgren was a beast in this. He took all the steroids. Lundgren took all the steroids, did all the training, all that shit. He took it all. Okay, it's not actually the training montage though. Okay, yes it is. Stallone's really dirty about, I think, losing the. They didn't consult him on doing the next Creeds or some shit. Anyway, Rocco 4 is fine. Teen Wolf. Some of the action montage though. One action montages. All right, we're gonna. I think the '80s action montages, we've got them covered. Rocky. For me, Kickboxer's up there just because of the music and the ding ding ding, and he gets better by the end of it. Also the music, and it was filmed in Thailand, so I'm in Thailand now. And even Bloodsport wasn't really a great training montage. It was all right. All right, we're going to close up with a fun little game. Well, it's not really. We'll see. I'll let you decide if it's fun or not. I've got some photos here that have a head in front of them. Your job is to guess whether or not they are Sensei Seagal. Some have multiple people. Your job is to guess which one is Sensei Seagal. Just a quick, simple little game to finish off for the last 10 minutes, just relaxing into the end, all right? So, for example, you got one person. Then you got multiple people. Who is that? Who is it? Which one's him? Okay? So we're going to start with number one. Over the Top was a good montage, by the way. The training montage is Hearts on Fire. Yes, correct. Warrior was a great movie with Joel Edgerton and Tom Hardy. Was it Tom Hardy? Yeah, all great movies. All right, this one here. Seagal or not Seagal? 1 for yes, 2 for no. 1's for Warrior. Oh, yeah. You know what, Dino? I fucked up. You know where I fucked up? When I made my last video about the muscles video? I'll tell you where I fucked up. And some of you should know where I'm going with this, but this one right here. I should have put this clip in. What's your fucking problem?
Check that out, bro.
One of the greatest scenes ever.
Been behind bars, I bet. Yeah, right. Bloody zoo.
I should have put this bit in. I should have put the bit in where it goes, muscles don't mean shit or something, whatever he says.
If I wanted to drink with women, I'd drink in the bloody lounge bar, huh?
So this guy ends up being a dick. Get bored a bit. All right, here we go. I should have put this bit in.
Gee, where did those muscles from, bro? You been lifting those weights, huh? Gee, where did those muscles from, bro? You been lifting those weights, huh? What, you done leg, am I right? You wanna fuck with me? You should learn to pay your respects. In case you want to know, it's Jake. Jake the Muss.
Muscles don't mean shit. Anyway, great scene. I should have put that in my last video, though, about the muscles not meaning shit. But anyway. All right. Sorry. Back to the game. Before we finish off, we've got 10 minutes. All right. We'll finish this up. Number 1 is yes for Sensei. 2 is no for Sensei. Do you think this is Sensei Biscuit Tin? Let me know your thoughts. Sorry about that. 1 for yes, 2 for no. 1 for yes, 2 for no. How many people are in here? I just like to say. 1 yes, 1 yes, 1 yes. All right, you've all seen the photo. I'm just going to see how many of you fuckers are in here. So, 1 sec. All right, 13 people got to wait for. All right, 1 for yes, 2 for 1, 1, 1. 2, Dino says no. Okay. Dino's going against the trend. All right. Well, you were right, Dino. That is not Steven Seagal. Everyone was wrong, and Dino was the only one to get that right. Well done, mate. Good job there, bud. All right. Some of you didn't vote yet, but, you know, you snooze, you lose, yeah? You snooze, you fucking lose. That was not Sensei Biscuit Tin. It's just some fat bloke. Kind of looks like him. Kind of looks like him, but it's not him. All right. Number 2. Is this Steven Seagal? Keep in mind, looks like there's some kind of movie board behind him. He's got some kind of stupid bracelet on. Hippy dippy bracelet. 1 for yes, 2 for no. Is this Sensei Biscuit Tin? 1 sec. I'm going to put some music on the background. We'll put some Steven Seagal music in the background while we're waiting. I'll just put on various theme songs that have been let's go here. One for yes, 2 for no. All right, so 1, 2, 2, 2, 2.
He's the
1.
birthday
I know
snatching
those
god
thumbs
with the
anywhere.
rolling for hair, a Zen warrior
Well, that's
master
it. Is
that's
that his,
deadly from
is
a
that his
chair,
sausage
using
fingers?
cookies and punani as fuel against his foes. He's eternally searching
sniper?
for the drugs and the sweet hoes. Steven Seagal
All right.
is here to
Is that
save
him?
the world
Is it
and
him?
make everything
No, it's not. It's some
ace.
fat dude. I don't know who this guy is. Who is this guy?
Steven
You guys
Seagal
know
is
who the fuck that is?
born with the blood of almost every
American
single race.
personality, I guess.
He has his chops,
Maybe
kicks, and
British.
hands on belly flare,
It is
undefeated
not
by
Seagal,
everyone
so
except for
congratulations
flights
to
of
those who got
stairs.
it right.
His mumbling and his belly might
I
cause
guess
some
Dino at the
confusion.
moment, 2 for
Sensei
2.
is
Well done,
extremely
Dino.
deadly, but it might could be illusion.
Dave. I don't know who Dave is, but I guess that guy's Dave. All right. Is that Sensei Biscuit Tin? Now, keep in mind, giant sausage fingers, yeah? Giant sausage fingers.
Master that's
But what about
deadly
the
from a
physique?
chair,
Is that his
using
physique?
cookies and punani as fuel
It looks
against his
very
foes.
Asian-y.
He's
It does look
eternally
Asian-y.
searching for the drugs and the
Looks like
sweet
a fat Asian
hoes.
dude.
Steven
1 for
Seagal
yes,
is here
2
to
for
save
no.
the world and make everything ace.
I'm loving the diversity in
Steven
answers here.
Seagal is
1 for yes, 2
born
for
with the
no.
blood of almost every single race.
What are we
He has his
thinking?
chops, kicks, and hands on belly flare, undefeated by everyone except the flights of stairs. His mumbling in his belly
All right,
might
we got a
cause
lot of
some
twos going
confusion.
on.
Sensei
Sorry,
is
1 sec,
extremely
lads. I'm
deadly,
just
but
gonna
it
throw
might
some
could
right
be
here.
illusion.
Put these on and just let them play in the background.
It might could be illusion.
Got some 2, 2, 1, 2, 2. I need some answers. I need some more answers. Can't sit back and wait until it's going to be exposed. This one's tougher. It's getting tougher, yeah? I think if I showed you the next one, it would help you answer this one. But I won't, so I'm going to leave it as it
He's the
is.
birthday snatching god with the rodent for hair, a Zen warrior
See how we
master
go.
that's deadly from a chair, using
Alright, Plague's
cookies
going
and
with a
punani
yes.
as
Alright,
fuel against his foes. He's
interesting.
eternally searching for the drugs and the sweet
Zoom in a bit more if that helps.
Steven Seagal is here to save the world and make everything
Alright,
ace.
now 10,
Steven Seagal.
9, 8, 7.
Meet the man they
Oh,
call
wait.
Seagal in the dojo by the sea. Breaking boards karate style, but tripping
1, 1,
on
1,
his
1,
feet.
1. Everyone answered? Alright.
Flapping wings and striking poses in his
This one is
judo
not him. It's just some generic stock photo I found of some
him
fat Asian
battle
dude. Some
windmills
fat
with
dude wearing
his
Asian wear.
feathered
Not
energy.
Seagal. The answer was 2.
Sensei
Your Marcus, you're doing all
Seagal's
right so
here
far. I think you've
again
only
to
answered
teach
2,
you
but you've nailed
what
2
you
of them.
need. Nonsense lessons
That was not
brimming
Seagal.
with outrageous
Don't worry, Chloe,
martial
you'll get better.
creed.
It's okay.
Laugh out loud
All right,
at
now there's
every
3 people
move
here.
this birdie
Now, I
sensei
do want to just make a
brings.
point.
YouTube's
There might not be
finest
any
feathered
Seagal in any of
master
these photos also. Keep that in
spreading
mind.
wings.
It might be Seagal, it might not be Seagal. And this is from Lawman. Now, 1 for yes. Okay, sorry. How are we going to do this one? 1, 2, 3. All right, give me the number of what you think he is. 1, 2, 3. Or 4 is none of them. It's getting complicated now with numbers, isn't it? It's getting complicated with numbers. 1, 2, 3. Can't hear me.
He's eternally searching searching for the drugs and the hoes. Steven Seagal is here to save the world.
Is my mic down, is it?
Ace.
Or is it just... No?
Steven Seagal is born with the blood of almost every single race.
How come you can't hear me?
He has his chops, kicks
Oh, it must be this go here game. All right, yeah, 1, 2, 3, or 4. You choose the number of the person they are, and number 4 is nobody. So 1, 2, 3, or is he nobody, which is number 4? Oh, the music's too loud. I turned it down. Oh, it must be the autoplay shit. Oh, fuck it, no, I turned it off. All right, 1, 2, 3, or 4 is nobody. All right. Ding 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 ding. 1, 2, and 3. 4, 4, 4. 1. Dino thinks he's number 1. Okay. What made you think he's number 1, Dino? Is it the position he's taking? Is it the stance he's going with? Is it his arm on, kind of leaning with the watch? 4. Okay, he went with 4. You didn't know 4 was an option. Okay, interesting. So none of you think any of those are Seagal. Nobody thinks any of those people are Seagal except for glowing the body. All right. Well, those of you that said it's not Seagal, you were correct because none of them are Seagal. It's Robert Barone look-alike, short, fat Robert Barone, Squirtle, and I don't know who this dickhead is, just a Guido white dude. Okay. Now, I had to throw one into the mix that might be a little bit easier for you to work out. Is this Steven Sensei biscuit balls? 1 for yes, 2 for no. Is it is this thine God? 1 for yes, 2 for no. Glowing, this might be your chance to get one on the board, mate. Just keep that in mind, Glowing. 7. Glowing, this might be your chance to get one on the board, mate. So just think about it, mate. Come on. Come on. No, don't be like that, Glowing. You got this, bro. Come on. What do you think? Come on, you got this. I think you're on it. Come on, you know. Deep in your heart, you know that stance. You know that fat body. You know that grimace from McDonald's looking body. Come on. Those of you that guess Sensei Handsome Boy, I also put black and white to try and trick you all as well, What is that on his finger? Is that a ring or is that just a fat? It's a ring, okay. I think there's like 2 left. I think there's 2 or 3 left. I can't remember. Let me just close it down so that I can see. No. We'll just close that. No. Oh, I think there's 2 left. Maybe. Yeah, 2 left. All right. After this, there's 2 left. All right. 1 for Seagal. 2 for not Seagal. 1 for Seagal. 2 for not Seagal. He does look like Squirtle, bro. He looks like Squirtle, that bald little fucker. I don't like him. He sucks Seagal's balls so hard, that dude. He cock rides Seagal so hard. That copper in that show. All right, 1 for Sensei, 2 for not Sensei. I know he hasn't got his hands on his stomach like he likes to do, but is it maybe the sign behind is a giveaway? The hairy arms. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I like it. I like the answers. I like the reasoning. What are we thinking? Everyone done with this? Dun. I can say that's Big Daddy Seagal. That one trumped some people. That one stumped everyone. Oh, he worked, This was before he had the goatee. This is our man. That's him. That is Big Daddy. I bumped the mic. No, it's still good. That is Big Daddy himself. That was a tough one because he didn't have his hands on his belly, but, All right. 1, 2, or 3? Seagal. 1 is he number 1? Is he number 2? Or if he's nobody, he's number 3. What are we thinking here? There's a bit more. Sometimes I put some. Okay, yeah. Glowing. Are you just copying Humongous at this point because he's got them all right, or is that your strategy just to copy Humongous like when you copy that dude next to you in class who gets all the answers right. I think that's what you're up to. Not a bad tactic, mate. Smart. You're trying to get them all wrong. I thought you were just copying Humongous. So 3, 3. Okay, we've got a lot of 3s. 2, 2, 3. The thing is, I think that Humongous has been exposed to a lot of Steven Seagal paraphernalia, so he knows which one Seagal is. Seagal is number 2. You got it right, Glowing. You got it right by accident, mate. You got it right by accident. So you just ruined your perfect record. That was Slim Seagal. All right, one more, last one. All right, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. 5 is not Seagal. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. This one's a bit harder. 1 is number 1 Seagal, nice portly belly. Number 2 is wearing his little official outfit today. Number 3 is probably not tall enough. Number 4, does he look slim enough though? Or is he none of them? That's the question. Humongous, you went with like the shortest dude. Seagal is like 6'4", dude. That means this guy has to be like 6'8", and this guy has to be like 6'6" or 6'7". You just ruined your perfect record with that one, Humongous. I'll give you a chance. I'll give you a chance to change it, mate. But I don't think unless that guy's unless number 3 is standing really far back. He could be standing far back. I might be wrong. Just say it. I'm not trying to mislead you. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. All right, everyone's got their answers in. I'm going to reveal it erotically. Oh, it's not number 1. That was Robert Barone. Robert Barone was number 1. Number 2, I don't know, some cracker, some white dude. It wasn't number 2. Number 3 is the old white crusty dude as well. He's angry all the time. And number 4 is some skinny, pasty white fella. So number 5, Scott Tudor. You got it right, mate. Well done. Well done. Champion. There you go, Dana. You got dances. 1-1-5. Nice. All right, legends. We're going to leave it there for tonight. I've got Bloodsport video finishing today, so that'll be up tonight, hopefully for you guys. And then the next video is going to be I got 2 more videos hopefully coming by the weekend. So I've got a few on the cards that are almost done, and then we might go a little bit wild. I'm gonna surprise you guys with a video that you may not know about. It's about a pig world. Let's just say it's about a pig world. I'll say that it's a pig world. But anyway, thank you all for coming, my friends. Have a good Valentine's Day tomorrow if you're into all that kind of bullshit with your loved ones. Otherwise, maybe go and grab some bitches, snap some birthdays, do what Seagal would do if you were single. In the meantime, stay awesome. I'll see you all on Saturday morning, Friday night if you're around. Otherwise, the main sermon is on Sunday. You're all champions. Jimmy, Glowing, Dino, Humongous, Plague, Scotty. If I missed anyone, Rogerio. I said Glowing already, I think. If I missed anyone, don't hate me. I love you all. Alan, if you're still floating around, Plague. Take care, my friends. Have a good day. Be well. Love y'all. See you, legends.